So I struggled with a subject to try to talk to you, like everyone, about that would have the criteria that might have been some people are looking to, if they could find out where they came from. That's what the Reconnecting Native is. That's what I wanted to show, is what happens when a person does reconnect with the culture that they're from, and if they get to do something with it, like I have. And that's what I wanted to show you, what Reconnecting Natives can do. And so when we try to reconnect with that, we find out what happened in the past. And so with that, we're using that to empower ourselves to say, hey, and with this kind of media, using our voices, making a difference on showing the world what we're doing, showing the world what's happening.
Oh, you guys.
So Albert, what are you talking about, reconnecting natives? Yes, I am. I'm trying to do 2 shots at one time, as you can see, because I don't like my wife going like this with the camera in front of me like this, because I don't know why. I just get all upset. What I wanted to talk about is why I do what I do as a filmmaker, and what's unorthodox about the way that we do it. I'm lucky enough to find out that it's something I love to do, and it's something I like to do to help other people with, would lead me back home to where I know my people came from, my dad's side. They came from Warner Springs, California, which is known to us as Cooper-Witcham. Here you see, here are the land that my family was displaced from. He's right, they make the maps the way they want to. That's Warner Springs, California. People were displaced and relocated to the Paula Reservation in California. It's kind of shocking, kind of really emotional for me to go and look at this footage and share it with you today. But this is where my family came from, this is where they're displaced from. There was another neighboring tribe next to us that got also relocated with us to Paula. I think we're one of the only very few tribal people that got relocated around that time in the early 1900s. This is what you see here. With Native Americans, reconnecting natives is something but a hot topic right now on TikTok and other platforms. It's a person trying to find out where they came from their indigenous roots. What really in turn is, we want them to tell their story. We want them to show you their story. We want them to tell you what it is to be a Native American today. But the reconnecting part is an important part to people that are outside, and my family had left. So what it is to be a reconnecting native when you get to do it with a culture, with people that actually give you permission to do what they want, or give you permission to, they give you permission to talk about what they're about and their story. Some people don't know when they go into a village, they want to talk to a person about something of culture. And what do they know? How do you know they know something that's right? A head man, head woman of some type of, like, say, people that do gatherings, there's somebody always that heads everything. They would know who is in charge and who's the family that does that. With the new stuff that's going on, the doctrine of discovery, about how the Papa's Bull in 1492, there's a Papa's Bull that was written to go ahead and destroy our people if we didn't convert to Catholicism.
They put us on reservations, and it's in trust. It's in trust, which means at any time, you know, if they really wanted to, they could just take it back from us.
Leave it up to me. Talk about Christopher Columbus.
That's the history books teach you, is he was lost and looking around, and he came here, says he claimed this land, he discovered this land. It wasn't discovered, it was discovered by him. It was something new to him, but it was already here. Native people were already here. We already existed here. The schools only teach you what they want you to know. They don't tell you the truth about, how bad the natives were treated, how the land was taken from them, how many millions and millions of acres were stolen from them, how they were displaced from their motherland of where their people had settled. The books don't teach you that. They're not allowed to.
That's a new direction we're going in with our subjects and our effects on the native people. We're working with other people and other filmmakers.
The other things that Wheaton said was this: the heathen nations of the other quarters of the globe were the lawful spoil and prey of their civilized conquerors. And to invade, capture, vanquish, and subdue all Saracens, pagans, and other enemies of Christ, to reduce their persons to perpetual slavery, and to take away all their possessions.
It all continues. With that doctrine of discovery, there wouldn't be things like the pipeline or West Soweto.
We come from, my grandfather told me back in, when we came out of the ground in this area, and we went south that way, all the way down, we marched all the way down towards Chihuahua looking for our home. That's what he says. So when we got that far, we realized home was back where we came out of that ground, back right here in this area. So as we was going, we were learning bird songs, we was learning the songs from the trees, we were learning songs from the coyote, we were learning songs from the eagle, learning songs.
So we're wondering if those people that are really, really important to this culture are going to be around to pass it on. And what we did to talk about the protocols and all that was so important now that we see it, that people that are not even alive will see what we did in case anything disappears. And that's the reason why we do what we do. The highlight, the limelight don't go to me. It goes to them because they've been doing this for thousands of years in some cases. All right, Casey. That's what I got. Let's see what you say. All right, I'm gone.